done, and I could not be more energized by the professionals who said yes to mastering the craft. Their dedication to curating great conversations reminds me why I do this work. Now, if you wanted to join us and did not make it in time, I want you to hear this. The next cohort is coming. I do not have the firm dates yet, but I do have a waiting list. And everyone on that list will receive early access and special discounts when enrollment opens. After almost 40 years of interviewing world leaders and cultural icons, I am teaching everything I know. Don't miss your chance to be in the next room. Go to TavishTalks.com and get on the waiting list right now. That's TavishTalks.com. The conversation continues. Will you be part of it?
Yeah, man.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss it. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
And another thing, the next time you go to say how fearful you are of letting certain people down, of pushing certain people away, or you fear disappointing some individuals, I want you to finish that sentence. Okay, say it in a mirror, write it on a piece of paper, say it out loud. I am fearful of letting people down who have continually not shown up for me. Okay, and I will readily subject myself to abandonment and rejection from me, but also others, just so other people can feel comfortable enough doing exactly what they do. Truth be told, people are not thinking about you as much as you think that they are, and it shows. Okay, and for you to readily put yourself in a situation, in an environment where it's clear that you are not considered and your feelings are not really top priority is information. All the while making sure other people's needs are tended to by you. People will be okay doing exactly what they do without your participation. And a lot of people are okay moving exactly how they are because there's no consequences. The people who deserve the benefit of the doubt rarely ever need it. But sometimes people benefit from you doubting yourself. It's just information.
Come on. Is that Isaiah Frizzelli? He cooking. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the VOR, the voice of reason. You've returned to the scene of the conversation. We in here turned up. Tonight's topic, man. We took a quote from the now late great Reverend Jesse Jackson. Right? Turn your scars into stars. That's what he told Brother Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton said I was watching the clip today during the news, and Al Sharpton was remembering how he was being mentored and how often he was mentored by Jesse, and how Jesse Jackson would say to him, turn your scars into stars. And I thought that's apropos to acknowledge the great brother by doing a show around that particular quote. And listen, let me tell y'all something. When you start to heal, you're going to realize that you do less. Right? The majority of your doing is really a performance. When you start healing, you realize I don't have to do. I can just be. You see, people who need the stimulation, who needs to feel like life is happening, those usually are the most wounded people. See, listen, somebody broke my heart. Well, let me make a really fast connection with another heart so I don't have to feel the brokenness of that heart. Do you understand? Let me do something about it. See, the reality of it is healing is about not doing. Wait a minute, Zoe. Hold on. You got to give me the blueprint on how to heal. You say do the work. Isn't it like regular work? Like, do I need a shovel? Do I need a utility belt? No. A lot of healing as it pertains to spirituality is sitting still, not resisting. This is how meditation works, right? To properly meditate, this is why it's so difficult, right? People are fighting the thoughts that keep arising. You don't fight them. You don't resist the thoughts. You allow them to come and go, but while staying present, you'll find that the endless stream of consciousness will slowly abate. It intensifies when you push back. Carl Jung, what we resist persists. Do you see? A lot of healing has to do with observing the wound itself. See, the wound likes to be clandestine. The wound likes to be behind the scenes, right? Pulling the strings behind the scenes. That's how our wounds operate. Do you understand? So healing is not about doing a lot. You know, I'm going to go be with somebody that want to be with me. Is that helping the wound? Is that helping the scar or helping the wound transform into a scar? Some people might say, yeah, at least you living your best life, or you're living your best lie. I know people don't want to hear me put it that way, but many of you are living your best lie and calling it your best life. Let me tell you something. If you're not in the process of transferring that wound, transforming that wound into a scar, and then later into a star, you're not doing the work. And doing, listen, when it comes to healing, doing is more about being than actually doing something. 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. I want to talk to you. Your nervous system did not merely react to childhood. Your nervous system became an entire planet. Your nervous system built an atmosphere. Your nervous system installed a weather system. It decided what counted as danger before your mind even learned how to name danger. The early wound did not simply hurt you, it began to reorganize you. It calibrated your autonomic universe. It taught your body which signals predicted rupture and which signals predicted safety. It turned tone into prophecy. It turned silence into siren. It turned closeness into risk. It turned hunger for love into a strategy for survival. See, when you say turn your scars into stars, you cannot start with slogans. You got to start with the nervous system, because no one reaches what the Hindu would call moksha, or the Buddhist would call moksha, in a body that still flinches at intimacy. Come on, Zoe, pull it back. No one reaches self-realization, self-actualization, Christ consciousness, right? No, spiritual ecstasy, still living in a body that flinches at intimacy. No one touches nirvana while the amygdala keeps pulling the fire alarm. No one embodies Christ consciousness while the vagus nerve still stays braced in defense, right? Self-realization requires embodiment, not ideology, not performance, but embodiment. Under threat, your sympathetic nervous system accelerates. Your heart rate rises. Breathing turns shallow. Attention begins to narrow. The mind is now in a desperate search for all of the exits. Cortisol and adrenaline biased perception towards hazard now, right? The body becomes a courtroom where every sensation testifies against safety. Under collapse, the system shifts towards shutdown. Numbness, detachment, fog, disassociation. The organism preserves energy by reducing felt aliveness. The soul does not leave. Attention withdraws because the body cannot tolerate the charge. This oscillation, fight/flight, and freeze can masquerade as personality, as independent, as I'm private, as, I'm selective, as, I got it, I'm strong. Yet the organism may simply be braced. Every tradition that points towards liberation points towards one thing: freedom from compulsion reaction. Oh, we got to do something. They broke my heart. I got to go out. I got to go with my friends. You know what? The easiest way to forget about them is to get with somebody else. Let me get some drinks. Let's turn up. I'm fine. Everything is okay. Do you understand? Every tradition points towards liberation, points towards one thing: freedom from compulsive reaction. Freedom from the tyranny of conditioning. Freedom from the reflex that confuses the present with the past. You can call it karma. You can call it samskara. You can call it ego. You can call it imprint. Different languages, same gravity. A wound behaves like a gravitational well. It bends perception. It pulls attention towards familiar threat. It makes new life feel suspicious because new life does not match the old map, the pattern. It compels reenactment because reenactment provides predictability, even when it hurts. So the star does not represent applause. The star represents a nervous system that no longer orbits around a wound. The great Jesse Jackson said, "Turn your scars into stars." Are you ready to do that? Are you really ready to do that kind of work? All right. We're going to talk to my brother John and get his final thoughts, because John asked a bunch of questions as we came forward. And now that we've come full circle, I need John to give me some of those answers to those questions. John, I need answers to those questions. I'm sure I framed up the topic for you perfectly, right? You understand what we're talking about. John, I need those answers.
Well, first and foremost, sir, we all don't have the answer. We do the best we can.
I need your answers.
My answers. My answers are, be still. My answers are, if you enjoy tea, have that along with being still.
Come on. Yeah, okay, here we go.
If you love life and you're still trying to find out what pain is, embrace it like a pillow. If you want to know what hell feels like, stand in it. You might realize it does not burn you, it perfects you.
Ooh. That's what I needed from you, brother. Guess what you just did?
Mountain View is here for you. Love you all. Blessings.
Mountain View, Hawaii is in the building. Hey, if you want to bring your city in the building, you already know the protocol. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. We got another caller on the line. I want to get right to him. Let's not hold it up. Let's keep it going. We got Mo from Washington, D.C. Let's get this national discussion popping. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
What's up, Zoe? Peace, brother. How are you, man, this evening?
What's up, good brother? I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm out here with everybody else in Mardi Gras.
Okay.
But I'm representing D.C. There's a lot going on out here. But I love the topic so far from what I've heard, and I'll try to be quick and concise.
Please.
I've tried my best to fortify my mind lately and live in that, silence with those scars and figure out how I can heal them.
Mm-hmm. But
really my thought is the doubt does start to creep in still when you've done that work. So how do you kind of beat that down and not allow it to creep in so much when you know you've done the work and you feel like you're already ascending where you need to be, but it still creeps in every now and again. That's my thought about it.
Yeah, and that's a great question. First off, it's a natural thing to doubt. So I'm going to give you that. It's natural for us to go through this up and down, ebb and flow. It's never perfect. But then the next question is, when was the last time you looked at your doubt without judgment? Without trying to do anything about it?
I think freely that's what I'm constantly doing. I've been working on my breath work, meditation, just being present.
No.
So I think I'm constantly doing that.
No, stay with me. Don't go nowhere. Stay right there, because I really want you to think about what I'm asking you. When I say observe your doubt without trying to do anything about it and without judgment. Stay right there. Don't go anywhere. Mo from D.C. When we come forward, boy, we cooking it up tonight. More of it on the way.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. LA County's new Justice Care and Opportunities Department, or JCOD, is here to support justice-involved individuals and their families. The JCOD Support Center is now taking calls at 1-833-LACJCOD. That's 1-833-522-5263. Available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. The Support Center is your one-stop shop for re-entry issues and court support. They offer court reminders, connections to local services, transportation assistance for housing, court appearances, and childcare. The JCOD hotline provides personalized help to connect you with services that you need. And don't forget to check out justiceconnect.org for more information. Remember, it's free and available every day at 1-833-522-5263. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
We got to laugh the pain away.
Hey, KBLA delegation, happy Black History Month. Around here, we celebrate our culture, our community, and our contributions daily. But this year, as we observe the 100th anniversary of Black History Month celebrations, we're excited about our annual KBLA Talk 1580 Black History Month Luncheon, honoring comedy greats. On Thursday, February 26th at the Grammy Museum in downtown LA, we're toasting D.L. Hughley, Melanie Camacho, Earthquake Earthquake, Munel, Dion Cole, and Martin Lawrence with a surprise guest appearance. A limited number of individual tickets for the luncheon remain, so now would be a good time to head to KBLA1580.com to secure one for yourself. That's KBLA1580.com. A little laughter goes a long way, especially in times like these. So come, join us for our annual KBLA Talk 1580 Black History Month luncheon, Thursday, February 26th at the Grammy Museum. Again, tickets are available right now at KBLA1580.com.
Well, I hang around my boy. He been married for 6 years. Videotaped his wedding day, never watched it. Now and every day he watch it every day, but he watch it in reverse. Because he said he loves seeing himself take that ring back off of that finger. Walking back down that aisle, just waving at her ugly mother down the church. Getting back in the limo, back at the bachelor party. Look how happy I was.
KBLA Talk 1580 thanks LA City Council members Curran D. Price Jr. and Heather Hutt for being the presenting sponsors at this year's Black History Month luncheon. Honoring excellence, resilience, and achievement, we're KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. Boom.
Formalities, brand new strategy. Booked everywhere, but here is where I'd rather be. Bagging up my sanity, purple strain, vanity, another casualty. Bad, done my canopy. I know you're new to this, baby, but understandably, I'm true to this ludicrous. So tell me what's your fantasy? The pandering, slandering, none of that damage me. The man you see is nothing compared to the man I plan to be. Yeah, look at Daddy Warbucks. I probably had your auntie on my tour bus. Multi-platinum gangsta, who did it before us? It's just another mother California gold rush. Blue strip, red light district with my toes up. Better late than never, just be glad I showed up. Wheel spinning in the intersection doing donuts. Waiting for me to fall, don't get your mother hopes up.
I know you want it, here come your moment. Just get up on it, ride. Murder you wrote it, I can't control it. I'm trying to do this every night.
Just watching, hating, having broken conversation. I've been smoking.
You can't exist because you're too busy trying to get everybody else around you to comply with your stipulations, to agree with your outrage, to honor the boundaries that are supposed to be for you, so you can finally feel as if you exist. But here's the truth. You're not even living. You're outsourcing your entire sense of self to a performance of control. The irony is that you think you're resisting the system, but you are becoming the system. The moment you try to coerce the world to acknowledge you, and this doesn't mean that the injustices don't exist. They do. But your resistance to look inward is the very thing keeping you trapped. You say you want change, but God forbid you find an exit. Because if you do, then you'll have to face what you spent your whole life avoiding. Your shadow, your grief, your unmet needs, your core wound.
Who is that, Andy? It's Sav on IG. Listen, if you got somebody who just want a easy peasy, sweet and calm, ain't nothing wrong kind of relationship, they're a manipulator. I promise you. Somebody that is just, there's no perfect human beings. Relationships have ebbs and flows. And real love knows how to get through it all. Real love is steady. Healthy love is steady. Healthy love don't get too high when it's good. Healthy love don't get too low when it's bad. Healthy love looks over and says, "You still there?" "Yeah, I'm still here." "Okay, cool. Let's keep moving forward. We gonna keep moving." That's healthy love. Because healthy love understands it's up and down and it ain't always perfect. I'm going to be with somebody that's going to cater to my wounds. You don't know you're saying that, but for many of us, we are. We've learned to be intimate strategists, survival strategists from childhood. The first people we ever manipulated were people we loved, our primary caregivers. Let me get Mo from DC back in here. Mo, you were cooking, brother.
No, you were cooking. You were cooking. I'm listening. I'm picking up the knowledge, though. That's all I'm doing.
Nah, but you were saying something when we came forward, and now that we've come full circle, I want you to finish that thought. It was quite profound.
Yeah, you did ask me. You said, "When's the last time that I've lived in the doubt without judgment?"
When was the last time you observed it?
Observed the doubt.
Yeah.
But wouldn't observing the doubt be the judgment in itself?
No. See, that's how I knew. Your first response, that's how I knew to ask you that question again. Because when you can observe without judgment, you can see a thing as it is. The judgment comes from the position we're in based on the authority of the wound. What do you mean by that, Zoe? When you're unhealed, your wound takes a gavel and a black robe and says, now I'm your filter and I will judge all experiences through me.
Through me.
Do you see? So when I say the doubt shows up, I'm asking you, can you observe the doubt without your wound in the judgment position?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see? Krishnamurti said the highest form of observation is to be able to observe without judgment. Do you see?
That's a deep one, man.
So now let's get even deeper. When we wounded, hypervigilance is in place. We're always looking for a threat. Oh, that might be a threat. And guess what? If you were raised in an environment that wasn't healthy, that didn't love deeply, that wasn't attuned to your needs, when love shows up, love feels like a threat. This is why love got to be damn near perfect. And even when it's damn near perfect, it's, oh, wait a minute, this is too good to be true. That's because you're looking at it through the lens of the wound. Now, the wound is active. Let's look at the wound as a damn volcano. It's active. It's got lava flows. Listen, there's some pent-up stuff in it getting ready to burst. Listen, it's active. You want to transition that wound into a scar because a scar is healed.
Healed.
Do you see? Now we want to take the scar and transition it into a star. See, the scar got a story. You see how the process of healing goes? Because I got this story now. I'm going to keep pushing this story. That means you're not fully healed. The scar covered up the wound and it healed physically, but emotionally the story keeps reenacting. Stay right there. Don't go nowhere, brother. Stay right there, brother Mo. Mo from DC got me in my bag. When we come forward, the voice of reason gonna keep cooking.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Civil rights leader Reverend Jesse Jackson has died at 84. His son, Illinois Congressman Jonathan Jackson, says his father never gave up on him and lived each day fully.
I'm grateful to God for the time he's given us together. Thank you for the meaning of his life.
Jackson passed away surrounded by family after battling a rare form of Parkinson's disease. President Trump is blaming Maryland's Black Governor Wes Moore and other Democrats for a major wastewater spill in the Potomac River after a sewer line collapsed in Montgomery County. Trump called it an ecological disaster and said FEMA will help with cleanup. Governor Moore's office pushed back, saying the federal government has long been responsible for that pipe. And the executive director of the Major League Baseball Players Association, Tony Clark, is stepping down after more than a decade in the role. Clark, who is black, led the union through 2 collective bargaining agreements. Get BIN News now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
We got to laugh the pain away.
Hey, KBLA delegation, happy Black History Month. Around here, we celebrate our culture, our community, and our contributions daily. But this year, as we observe the 100th anniversary of Black History Month celebrations, we're excited about our annual KBLA Talk 1580 Black History Month Luncheon, honoring comedy greats. On Thursday, February 26th at the Grammy Museum in downtown LA, we're toasting D.L. Hughley, Melanie Camacho, Earthquake, Munell, Dion Cole, and Martin Lawrence, with a surprise guest appearance. A limited number of individual tickets for the luncheon remain, so now would be a good time to head to KBLA1580.com to secure one for yourself. That's KBLA1580.com. A little laughter goes a long way, especially in times like these. So come, join us for our annual KBLA Talk 1580 Black History Month Luncheon, Thursday, February 26th at the Grammy Museum. Again, tickets are available right now at KBLA1580.com.
Well, I hang around my boy. He's been married for 6 years. Videotaping his wedding day, never watched it. Now every day he watch it every day, but he watch it in reverse. Because he said he loves seeing himself take that ring back off of that finger. Walking back down that aisle, just waving at her ugly mother down the church. Getting back in the limo, back at the bachelor party. Look how happy I was.
KBLA Talk 1580 thanks LA City Council members Curran D. Price Jr. and Heather Hutt for being the presenting sponsors at this year's Black History Month Luncheon. Honoring excellence, resilience, and achievement, we're KBLA Talk 1580.
Getting around LA doesn't have to cost a lot. Metro has fares that fit every budget. 20 free rides for qualified riders through the Life Fare program. Free passes for students with GoPass and affordable options for everyone in between. Wherever you're going, Metro's got you covered. Visit metro.net/fare programs.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom? She started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you, when we fight, we win. The Youth Justice Coalition is challenging America's addiction to incarceration and discrimination. YJC works to dismantle policies leading to mass incarceration, law enforcement violence, and the school-to-prison pipeline. Their approach, transformative justice, community intervention, free LA high school, legal defense, and system monitoring. YJC promotes safety without relying on prisons. Their goal, prevent system contact and help people exit the system through direct direct action, advocacy, and education. Want to get involved or need help? Call 323-235-4243. That's 323-235-4243. Join YJC in creating change. When we fight, we win. KBLA Talk 1580, your voice for justice. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yeah. It's rap out, you know what that about. We do it my way, or the right way. Whoa, wait, whoa, wait. I wait the heat with my right to speak. Lead the fifth, y'all, on turn this shit, y'all. Whoa, wait, whoa, wait. I'm not telling you to shoot somebody, but if somebody try to shoot you, shoot them, no waste time. No, just do it. And then out of order, must be service. See, now you're hesitating, boy, you're making me nervous. The feds know I clap B felonies on my rap sheet. Front on me, try to run from me, hollow seat up your back beat. Mr. Pop, drop a top, burn, baby, burn. Revolver spin again and again and never learn. Got an itchy, trigger finger to hit me. So if you hit me, then you get me, I'll be back to get you. Man, I might bring the homies in, that's if it's necessary. See, you might not be worried, but I think you should worry. When bullets come in flurries, next thing you know you're buried. Yeah, I do away with 9 in 9 days. My 9 sprays, wish it don't go my way, hold it sideways. Off around, cause a crime wave. When it's rap out, you know what that about. We do it my way, cause a crime wave.
What role does empathy play in conflict communication? Well, it is a critical component of the process. You can solve problems without empathy, but you cannot solve people without it. As a conflict strategist, I can teach you communication skills. I can teach you effective listening. I can teach you how to slow down and think before you speak, but I cannot teach heart. You can become a masterful technical communicator, but without empathy and tact, your communication will vacillate between controlling, manipulative, and dismissiveness.
Come on.
And look, I get it. Why should we have to adjust our communication style when someone else is emotionally immature? Like, isn't it up to them to manage their emotional responses? Well, here's the irony. If you recognize that another person is emotionally unprepared to navigate tough conversations and you still refuse to adjust, that reveals a lack of emotional maturity on your part. Yes, other people should be emotionally mature enough to handle tough conversations, but that's not the same as handling a rough communicator. You also have to be emotionally mature enough to meet the needs of your audience. And failing to do so means that you both lack the same emotional maturity. Look, we naturally adjust when we talk to children. We adjust our communication when we speak to our elders. It's the same principle. This isn't about being nice or delicate or placating to someone's emotions. This is about decency and empathy and meeting your audience where they are, not where you want them to be.
Hey, man, listen. The voice of reason is, we up in here tonight. Listen. Again. Did y'all hear what was just said? Who was that brother? I do know he's a conflict strategist. Dunlap. Yeah, listen. Love is not about Ryan Dunlap. Love is not about getting what you want. Love, and I'm talking about for yourself and others, is about accepting the truth of who you are and who they are. So many people don't give a damn about who you are so long as you show up in the way that they need you to show up. That's what they're mainly concerned with. And guess what? They'll act right, they'll show up, they'll fake presence as long as you're giving them presents. Do you understand? People are not interested in being with other flawed human beings. You mess around and not give me what I signed up for, now I got to knock you down a peg. With indifference, with avoidance, with withdrawal, with whatever. Jesse Jackson said, hey, turn your scars into stars. Listen, if you can get to the scar level, boy, you on your way, because that thing is healed physically. Now let's heal spiritually. Let me tell you how an injury works. My son tore his ACL, junior year of high school. We learned then, your brain, after 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 months, your brain still overcompensates. Right? When there's an injury to, the left knee was injured. The right knee overcompensates. Brain sends a signal. It takes at least 2 years for your brain to say, we good now? Now, the body might feel better. The body is fully healed. The kid was dunking at 4 months. Do you understand? But the brain is still sending the compensation messages to the right knee. That's the one that wasn't injured. Do you see? There's a spiritual component to this scar piece. Yeah, it might heal, but how do we get from scar to star? It may have healed physically, but how do we get from scar to star? See, the scar wants to hold on to the narrative. This how I got this scar. See, this how I got this broken heart. This knowledge came from this broken heart. This knowledge came from this wound, but it's healed. Now, discontinue the story. If it's healed, let the story go. Let the narrative go. Let's get to star status from scar status. Now, scar status is good. The wound is a C. The scar is a B. But the star is an A. Come on, can we get there? Mo from DC, get back in here, brother.
Yeah, so I'm really feeling the message this evening. The whole, point about going from scar to star, and when you broke down, observing doubt without judgment.
Yes.
Can you expound a little bit about the piece where, indifference comes into play, right? You go so inward that the things that you've learned may affect those that you deal with in a negative way to them, right? So can you speak about that piece?
Being observant without judgment is not the same as being indifferent.
Okay.
See, I need you to be careful now. See, this is like the difference between non-attachment and detachment.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, non-attachment is I'm still present, I'm just not attached to a particular outcome. I'm present, I'm aware, and I'm here, but I'm not invested in the outcome I want. Do you see? Detachment is I don't care, which isn't true, which is why you detach. Because you care. So I ain't got no feeling. I'm just going to shut everything down. I'm going to go cold turkey. But that's really fueled by your care. Do you see? So you get a lot of people that are talking detachment who don't understand non-attachment from the spiritual perspective. Non-attachment is, watch what I'm about to say, it is what it is. That's non-attachment. Detachment is, I got to cut this off. Detachment for spirituality is equivalent to cutting out some kind of tumor, thinking it ain't gonna come back.
Right.
Let's cut it out and poison the whole body to kill it off. DZ. It's a holistic thing that says, no, I'm not cutting off anything. Right? I'm elevating myself to such a degree that it is no longer compatible with me. That's non-attachment. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes complete sense.
I hope so.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I appreciate you, brother, man. Listen, I'm not going to hold you up too long. I know you got other calls. I know you got more conversation to have. Been listening to you a long time, man. First time calling up to you. Love the Mansion series. Love what you're doing now as well. And just helping young brothers like myself and everybody out there, figure this thing called life out. So,
hey, man, I appreciate you, brother. Now, guess what you just did, though?
And what's that?
Come on, I got to teach you the protocol, brother. I ask you, I say, guess what you just did? And then you say, I brought the DMV into, you understand? Into the building.
Understood. I brought the DMV into the building, DC in the building.
Yes, sir. Listen, hey, we appreciate the call. Listen, let me just say this, man. Call in anytime you got a seat at the table, all right?
Will do. Appreciate you, Zoe.
Yes, sir. When we come forward, your brother, the voice of reason, I'm about to land this plane.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Not everything announces itself. Some things simply arrive, and the room is compelled to adjust. This is grooming without apology, without noise, without compromise. Gods and money, organic formulations, clean precision, crafted for skin that does not ask for permission to be felt. Element Cream, a rare hydration layered like an oud at dusk, measured, enduring, unmistakably masculine, moisturizing oil, a quiet revolution, restoring what stress, climate, and time attempts to claim. This is not skincare. It is composure made visible. It is inevitability. Gods and money exist impeccably. Discover the ritual at godsandmoney.com. That's godsandmoney, MONY.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Los Angeles Regional Food Bank is on a mission to fight hunger and provide nutritious food to those in need across our community. They partner with federal, state, and local programs advocating for better policies and funding for critical hunger relief programs like Cal Fresh, the Emergency Food Assistance Program, and the Child and Adult Care Food Program. The food bank works with coalitions and local representatives to make sure hunger is addressed in every district of LA County. They also run nutrition education campaigns, raise hunger awareness, and source nutritious food for distribution, all while supporting regulations that allow food pantries to operate safely. Want to help? Visit lafoodbank.org or call 323-234-3030 to volunteer or find a food bank near you. Together, we can ensure that no one goes hungry in Los Angeles County. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
History is now. We are opening doors and breaking down barriers.
I'm ready, brother.
Black owned and unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm pretty pissed, and I think a lot of people in Los Angeles are pissed.
This is late.
Ladies and gentlemen, my playlist is my co-host. You guys got to go get that new Altadena, produced by my brother, James Broadway, Altadena resident. Lost his home in the fire. This is one of the tracks. I think this is Santa Rosa. What's so amazing about this whole project? He's a producer. It's executive produced by legendary West Coast rapper King T. It's on Apple iTunes. It's everywhere on all DSPs. It's everywhere, right? And it has, folk in it like Good Brother Crump, his pastor, newscasters, Benjamin Crump, that is. Talking about the Altadena experience from the residents' point of view. And he put together an amazing compilation. I just love the vibe of it. And if you want to support it, it's called Altadena Part 1. And it's produced by Broadzilla. Like Godzilla, but Broadzilla. The brother's name is Broadway. It's really his last name, James Broadway. But please check it out. As a matter of fact, put on Loma Alta. Every track is named after a street in Altadena or Pasadena, which I love.
On the 7th of January, all of us lost something so precious to us. Something unimaginable happened to us. Essentially, we've lost an entire city. Children's lost their schools. Families have broken up.
Yeah.
Homes that have been in families for years and generations have been lost.
Is the label?
Vibe, right? Hey! Y'all get out there and support that. Don't act like you don't think it's dope. You know it's cooking. Hey! So just let it float behind me for a little bit, man. Listen, it's 2026, man. Life is moving really fast. Oh, as a matter of fact, today is James Broadway's birthday. But isn't that something? Today is his birthday. Happy birthday to the brother. But let me just say, man, time is moving fast. And if we don't get a grasp of ourselves, we think the times that we're going through right now are difficult. Imagine when AI gets more of a footing, when AI evolves, and the work situation, employment changes. And I mean changes drastically. Just imagine, like, if we're not healed, we're going to be basic animals. When that lower level of Maslow's hierarchy is taken away. So I think to be healed will kind of put us in a position to at least work together. At least, start building alliances now while we still can. The great Jesse Jackson, rest in peace, good brother. He said, we have to learn how to turn the scars into stars. The star represents that. It represents awareness that can remain present while sensations rise. Awareness that can feel emotions without becoming them. Awareness that can witness thought without obeying it. This is what I was talking about to the brother, about being able to observe without judgment. Now, it was Krishnamurti who said that the highest form of awareness is to be able to observe without judgment. But then Ross Rosenberg, many decades later, with his Human Magnet Syndrome book, says, observe, don't absorb. That's a mindfulness state. Awareness that can hold intimacy without scanning for catastrophe. Observe, don't absorb. Abraham Maslow called it self-actualization. Yet self-actualization cannot live in a body addicted to emergency. It's too good to be true. Nobody ever loves me the way I need to be loved. Did you start with yourself? Maybe what you seek in others must be given to you by you first before you can receive it from others. Do you see? This requires a baseline of safety, right? Spacious enough for creativity, morality, love, and truth to arise without defense. Paramahansa Yogananda called it self-realization. Yet self-realization does not arrive as a concept. It arrives as a reorganized inner climate. Breath deepening without effort. Attention widening without strain. Compassion emerging without strategy. Listen to that. How can you be compassionate with a strategy? Do you hear what? I will feel you deeper if you align to the strategy that I have in place for us. 1-800-920-1580. I ain't gonna get no more calls. The sense of I loosening its chokehold on experience. Some of what you call discernment has been fear. That's all, just fear. Some of what you call standards has been avoidance, right? Some of what you call focus has been disassociation. Some of what you call peace has been shut down, masquerading as spirituality. Some of what you call healing has been narrative control. A scar forms when the body stops bleeding at the level of perception, when the memory can appear without hijacking physiology, when the trigger occurs and recovery no longer requires exile. Listen, I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. I start these conversations, and it's up to you to finish them. I'll see you tomorrow with another slapper.
On the phone with 911 for hours to try and get evacuated, but nobody ever came.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica